Hello.
Well, let's just go around the room and work out where we're at right
where
now.
Are we at?
Because it hasn't been a great 24 or 36 hours.
We don't ever travel well.
We don't travel well, so let's get it on the table straight away. Post-game last night, we sat in traffic for 50 minutes, didn't move.
No,
that wasn't a great result.
And that is true.
Got our way back to the hotel, which we probably won't go to again, but more of that later. Went to the bar, which we do.
That's it.
And had a beer.
A ferocious beer.
A bottle of red wine appeared.
That's it.
Then the duck appeared.
That's it.
Then Bill appeared.
Oh, no.
So it had a look about it, Jim.
It did.
And then some other Nypsies came in.
It became
a nip fest.
A real caravan wandered in.
A caravan of Nypsies. But it was nice. It was a good atmosphere. So I got to about, I don't know what time, 12:30 for me.
Well, they must, before you get off the Nipsies, they must have been important ones.
Why?
Because the Duke wiped us like a dirty ass.
Didn't he?
So as soon as the caravan came in...
They did.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair to Duck, he was actually working for 7.
That's true.
Whereas Duke was with us.
Yeah.
Well, so having a beer with us.
You know what Duke was doing? He's just shoring up the defences for the big attack that's coming. Anyway, so 12, I reckon 12:30ish for me. You know, I'm not a big drinker, Jim, so that was it for me. I wandered off into the night.
And I was about 12:40.
You were not long after me?
No, straight after you.
Righto, so that's us two. Reasonably professional. I woke up having had probably 4 beers and a glass of red wine, which is more than enough for me, so rather dusty.
That's it.
Now, this morning I wandered down to the Chariot and there he is. Who would you expect to be just standing out there? A man that didn't have a great night last night, let's be perfectly frank. And that is the purple-headed warrior who was under the weather for other reasons. So rather than take the conservative approach of tucking himself to bed and getting himself fresh for the night, decided to go the other way.
Tried to drown it, guess.
And that's the voice. You can hear it.
No, but the voice was like that last night, so that's got nothing to do with what happened post-match.
Okay, so I was 12:30, Jim 12:40. You and the other great Leviathan in here, the big duck.
What was it, Duck? Yeah.
No, it was
about 1 o'clock.
Well, the good thing.
1 o'clock.
It was about 1:15. It was about 1:15. And I in
1:15 you left the hotel.
No, and
to go somewhere else.
In Damo's defence, he wanted to go up to his room. I just tucked him in my bag and said, "You're coming."
1.5 mil
coming with me, exactly.
Had this mad rush because at 1:30 in Sydney you can't get in anywhere, as Duck found out. So we had a mad rush to 1:29. He's
What do you mean you can't get in?
pulled down the door. No, it's a new rule, which actually is a good rule. Actually, you cannot enter an establishment for the first time after 1:30 in Sydney because of all the violence up there, which is a good rule. Once you're in, you can do what you want. But
so you must have got there just prior to the cut-off. Then.
That's it.
No, I bet,
just snuck in.
So that was it, and she's been a long trip home for the boys.
You know, I'm not a big horse racing man, Gary, but what I see in the purple is a real Melbourne Cup style. He's a good enough Melbourne Cup runner to podium.
Yeah.
But most of the time, in most Melbourne Cups, he's somewhere in the top 10. So a very good stayer.
Well, what in the racing game? That's a check, Jim.
That's it.
Always puts a check in the bank.
Very, very good and seasoned stayer.
It mightn't get the biggest check, but gets a check.
But it gets a check.
As opposed to the guy I was with last night, he did 3 times Cox Plate.
He went with black caviar and over race. You can't stay with a champion sprinter, Gary.
No, and also they took another teaser pony with them. Big nose just dangling out the back. And he's not much better either, I'll give you.
Snorkel got Duck's life story. I reckon from about the age of 8 through to the age of 43.
Snorkel got Duck's drinks, that's all he was there for. Why did he go Snorkel? Another shout.
None of us talked. Just Snorkel asked the question and Duck just gave him the stories.